so weird, but going to a concert by myself for the first time in so long, but my brother couldn't come with me, so about to walk to the venue. I just parked. I'm about to walk to the venue, but here we go. We got it.
Cool. So to show you guys, he just wanted to perform for you guys, but while performing, yeah, I got a little bit more work, so he's right now resting. But we're here. Hey. So thank you, Richmond, for having us, and thank you for your warm energy and amazing cheers.
She's so amazing.
Yes. I hope that the memories that we made together today will last a lifetime. Thank you guys so much. All right, you guys want to say something? Take photo together. Oh, yes. We have photo time right now. Photo time. Let's go.
Okay. We have photo time.
Photo time, let's go.
Here is with me, 82MAJOR.
Me taking my wig off immediately because I just cannot. I'm so hot. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be a good idea to wear a wig, but I could not be bald headed. Like, could not be bald headed. Wow. So that is 𝘊𝘆𝘀𝕀𝔸𝑡wo. They were good. They were good. They were so good, and it was really cool to like meet them. And I told, should I turn the light on? I'm gonna turn the light on. When I did the pictures, which I'm sure I'll insert on screen, I let them choose the poses because I just wanted to see like what they would do. So their poses were really funny. And then I told 𝘺𝑗un, and I was like, oh, you guys are so good. I was like, you're 𝘊𝘆𝘀, which means stage in Korean. Whoa, which means stage in Korean. I was like, 𝘊𝘆, so good. And he was like, oh, 감사합니다. And I was like, you're welcome. And then with I told 𝘺𝘯𝘴, he was like, or I was like, oh, you can choose or whatever. He chose pose, and then I was like, wow, like you guys were so good on stage. He was like, oh, thank you. I was like, you're welcome. And then with 𝘺𝘯, I think I said the same. I was like, oh, 𝘊𝘆𝘀, so good. And he was like, I think he said thank you. I think I said it to him. Now I can't remember. And then with 𝘺𝘉, he was like, come close. And I'm like, all right, now I'm trying to get me kicked out of here, but I let him choose a pose and he did that one, and I was like, you guys are so good. And then he was like, thank you, have a good night. I didn't really get to say anything to, I wanted to tell Songbin, like, I hope you recover quickly, but like, kind of was moving fast, so I didn't really get a chance to do that, but that's okay. But yeah, I did tell 𝘺𝘀𝑗un, I was like, you guys did so good on the stage. He was like, thank you so much. So anyway, I'm so tired, my whole entire body hurts. I think I'm getting too old for this. I just, the standing, like I literally got out there at 12 today and sat in the boiling sun for 2 hours, and yeah, then more standing, like coming in, like doing the fan sign, standing, waiting for the concert, standing during the 2 hours of the concert, standing for high touch, waiting to do high touch, and then standing waiting to do the pictures. I'm like, yes, it's obviously like so nice to support them because they deserve it, but like my goodness, my entire body hurts. So I think this might be my last like general admission. I need seats. I can't do it no more. As I probably will do it again. I just can't do it back to back. Like I need like a couple months in between. Anyway, this is a really long, also I just realized I'm playing music in the back of this, so great, because I don't know if Linkin Park is gonna be like copywritten, but anyway, I'm so excited to go shower and get in the freaking bed. You just don't even understand. Like I'm so excited to lay my head down. But anyway, I'm gonna go home now. 82MAJOR, y'all were great, y'all are amazing. Not that you're watching this, but I'm just saying it. I had a great time, met some really great people. I met a person, I don't know if they want their name out there, not quite sure, but you know who you are. You're not watching this either, but you were so sweet, and we're like literally the same person. You meet such cool people at concerts. It's actually kind of crazy. I was so like, not super nervous, but a little nervous to go by myself because my brother couldn't come, but I did it and it was fine, and like nothing bad happened. Like everything was fine. So it's okay to go to concerts by yourself, right? But I met her, and then I met someone else. I didn't even ask her name, but I met someone else while we were standing in the selfie line, and she was also really sweet and really funny, and she was like, oh my gosh, I need friends like you. Like, it was just, I don't know, she was really sweet, and she was really nervous, and because I had done this with One We already, I wasn't nervous. And I think just as I get older, it's just kind of like, they're the same, they're people just like us. Like, it's so funny, I kept saying, I'm like, listen, they poop just like we do. Like, they're people, like, they just happen to be, you know, talented, right? Like, really good at dancing and singing, but like, they are just people. And yeah, so it's just interesting, you know, how as you get older, I feel like your mindset kind of changes when it comes to that, like meeting celebrities or whatever you want to call it. Like, you know, they're just people. Like, yes, obviously they're talented, but like, they cool. All right, I need to drive. Okay.